All right, today's topic, why you need a van for overlanding. In my opinion, I think they look better than your typical overlanding vehicle. A beast, even among other overlanding vehicles. See, these are neat, but vans are the best. Full-size vans are so wide that you could walk between the seats to get to your sleeping area. And when you look behind you, you have a house behind you. You have a living room behind you. Even the biggest SUVs can't come close to the space you have in a full-size van. People want Jeeps so much these days, and Tacomas, they're the popular overlanding vehicles, forerunners. And when people want to go bigger, they go Suburban, Excursion, Tahoe. Vans are a lot cheaper. So how much would it cost to have a basic overlanding lifted van build? In my opinion, the standard length Econoline looks better than the extended model. I have the extended model because I wanted the extra space, but when you look at the back, look at that departure angle. Horrible departure angle. So this is what the standard looks like. So much better departure angle if you have the standard length van. Let's go ahead and take a look at it from the front. 5-inch lift on this van. How much would a lifted Econoline overlanding rig cost you? Let's go ahead and start off with the rig itself. You could get these vans all day long for $10,000, even in this market. So here's one for 10 grand and the standard length model. So lift kit. I chose the standard length Econoline because of the superior departure angle. So let's say you want to go with a budget lift with the shorty Econoline. I found a lift for $100. If you could install it yourself, of course, you're gonna save money. But let's say the shop charges you $400. Let's go round up to $500 for a 2.5-inch lift. Most likely they should charge you $100 to $300. It's not very extensive on the labor, probably a couple of hours, but let's go up to $500. Okay, that's 10,000 plus 500, we're at 10,500. Tires, with a 2.5-inch lift, you could fit 265. Some people already put 265s on stock height Econoline, so 700 with the install. So we're at around 11,200. And the last thing, rear locker. Automatic rear locker is about 1,600 for the install. You're at under 13 grand for a 2.5-inch lifted Econoline with 265 tires and a rear locker with a traction aid. And that's a pretty capable vehicle. The other thing I like about the standard length Econoline is they weigh anywhere from 500 to 1,000 pounds less than the extended length models, especially if you go with the E150. If you go with the E150, you're even lighter because the E250s and the E350s, they have a thicker frame than the E150s. So if you want to up the budget just a little bit and you want to go a 5-inch lift, $2,000, $2,089, action van suspension, 5-inch lift if you could install it yourself. If you want them to install it for you, it'll be around $3,300. So I round it up to $500 for a 2.5-inch lift. So let's just add $2,500 to the price of a 5.5-inch lift. You're still under 15 grand at that point. If my math is correct, I will put all the math right here, but there you go. That's what a overlanding Econoline build could cost you. If you go like a budget 2.5-inch lift with 265s, you're under 13 grand. If you want to go bigger 5-inch lift with 285s, close to 15, maybe a little more than 15. But yeah, what's a overlanding Wrangler gonna cost you? What's an overlanding Tacoma gonna cost you? And yeah, you get the privilege of sleeping outside when you go overlanding. In the van, you just step between the seats here and sleep right there. Rough road, four-wheel drive advised.
What's up, guys? Y'all see it, 2012 Ford E350, 2-inch lift in the front, nothing in the back, sitting stock in the rear, BF Goodrich KO2s, LT265 70R 17s on some KMC impact rims.
If you have a van build, or if you're thinking about a van build, do it. In terms of automotive hobbies, this is the most fun I've ever had.